Tech Revision with Mrs. Swanee Pooh. Hi Year 11, another revision video. This one is all about the different reasons or the different ways that products are developed, why they come into being. And there tends to be two main reasons why products kind of come to the marketplace. And these in the world of tech or product design are called market pull and technology push. Okay, so there tends to be two different reasons or two different driving forces that mean that new products arrive on the marketplace. So new things are constantly being improved, constantly being developed, but quite often they are developed for one of these reasons. So market pull is usually what the customer wants. So there will be a demand from the marketplace. They might have done some market research and everyone is screaming out for a certain type of product. So then one is made to fill that gap. Or it could be that a new piece of technology or a new way of manufacturing a product is discovered, and that can enable us to make much more sophisticated products and products that we've never maybe seen before, and maybe also didn't even realize that we needed. And that is called technology push. That's where the technology might have arrived first, and then we've worked out what we can do with that to make it into a product. So let's talk about those in a bit more detail. So technology push, if you're making some notes, you might want to note a few of these things down. So technology push is when the development of a new technology really drives forward the development of a new product. Okay, so a product may come into existence because of a new material, a new way of manufacturing it, or a new piece of technology that's been discovered. Okay, that could come from, it could quite often, obviously, it comes from science, from research, development. A new product is created and then that is introduced to the public. So us as consumers, we may not have even realized that we wanted something like the product, because it's something that we wouldn't even have thought of because it's a new technology or a new material. So usually technology push, it doesn't usually start with market research. It tends to start with a company coming up with something innovative and applying it to a product. Then the company will market that. So there's a couple of different examples. Now you could argue that a lot of these are sometimes market pull and technology push at the same time, but usually they are slightly more slightly more one way than the other. So some good examples throughout the years, the iPad. When the iPad came out right at the beginning, we bought one, my husband bought one, and we had it, and we had a phone, we had a laptop, and we didn't really know what to do with this tablet device. What do we use it for? Yeah, it's cool to look at the internet and stuff on it, but actually we couldn't find a place for it in our lives. iPads now do a lot more things, obviously they've got a lot more functionality to them, but when the iPad first came out it didn't even have a flash on the camera. It had quite limited functionality, and it was because of this new technology, slimmed down microchips that enabled the device to exist, touch screen interactivity, all that sort of stuff. None of it particularly revolutionary, but put all together in one product. At the time, us as consumers didn't realise that we wanted something like this or needed something like this, and at first didn't really know where it fitted in our lives or didn't have a need for it. So the iPad is quite a good example of technology push, where you've got this product, it's all flashy and jazzy because it's got new technology, but it's maybe not something that you realised you wanted. Another really good example is the Kindle. So the Kindle has this quite revolutionary kind of paper-white screen that's really easy on the eye, uses very little energy, so the battery lasts for ages, And reading from a device can be quite uncomfortable. So if you've ever tried to read a book on your phone, the kind of light that comes off your phone can really kind of make your eyes ache, and it can be quite bad for you in terms of if you're reading at night or something like that. So the Kindle has got this new kind of liquid crystal sort of display in it that enabled this product to come into existence. So an e-reader that looks like paper but can store hundreds, if not thousands, of books on it. And again, that was because of this technology that came out. Okay. Again, you could argue that there would be a demand from the market for this, but at the time, the technology was the driver behind this product, the Kindle. Market pull. So market pull is kind of the sort of opposite of technology push, in that there is a requirement, a need. The consumers actually want this product. It could be driven by a trend, and that's kind of like the selfie stick thing that I'm going to talk about in a second. Most ridiculous product ever made. But there could be some kind of demand or a gap in the market. The consumers want a product. Then a product is manufactured, designed and manufactured to fill that the gap, to fill the original need for the product. So quite often you might go to something like a focus group where you speak to your sort of target market, and they might say, oh, you know, these are some of the issues that I have in my general day-to-day life. It would be great if we had something like this. Okay. Now, there's some good examples of market pull. So where the consumer wants a product and they have a need for a product. The selfie stick is a funny example, kind of driven by trends, that actually people were taking more and more sort of selfies, and there's nothing revolutionary about the technology here. It's a stick, okay, with a thing that holds your phone on the end. Big deal. But it is a product that has responded to a market need. There's loads of crazy people out there that apparently want to have a stick that makes them look like a plonker when they're taking a selfie, okay? So that was a product that was made in response to a need or a want from the consumers. Another one, another quite good example, is the need for energy efficient light bulbs. Consumers become a lot more aware of environmental issues and energy wastage. So light bulbs actually they break more often than they should, really, and they give off a lot of wasted energy through heat. So energy efficient light bulbs, even though I absolutely hated them, my dad used to put them in the house. You switch them on and it's like it takes ages for them to warm up before they actually give out much light at all. But the energy efficient light bulb was something that was driven by consumers. They wanted this new type of technology, well, not really a new type of technology, but this new kind of rethink of this product to reduce their energy use. So this is a good example of market pull. Now, it's never that simple. They never just fall into one category or the other. It's never completely market pull or completely technology push. But quite a good example of one that's kind of in the middle is the electric car. So the electric car, you could say that a lot of consumers are wanting a more environmentally friendly, a mode of transport that uses renewable energy to reduce our carbon footprint, our impact on the earth. Now that's a consumer demand, so you could say that's market pull. But there is a huge amount of development going on in new technology with the harnessing of new lithium batteries, the way that hybrid engines work, the charging stations. All of this is quite new tech, or tech that is being used in a new way. And you could say that that is then technology push. So you can see that this is a bit of a mixture between the two. So there's never usually a hard line between the two, but just make sure you are aware the difference between the two. Technology push is a product that has been made in response to a new bit of tech or a material or a manufacturing method. And market pull is a product that has come into life because consumers have said, oh, I could really do with that. That would solve a problem. There is a need for this product. So I hope that is clear. That covers market pull technology push, and the way that products come into life and how they are developed. Okay, hope that was useful. See you on the next video.